Hi, I'm KARCENO.
Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
No one knows KARCENO and none of these.
There's so much going on in the world, and I'm just giving my 2 cents on it. You go in and do a raid at someone's house, but you don't have an arrest warrant for them. Ooh, man. LeBron, Ramon James, you done stepped in that doo-doo. Now it is coming clear. One of your minions have turned on you, buddy. And now you starting to see the light. He's no longer under the control of your destiny. And how does that go when you're not being controlled by LeBron James and you're moving under the energy of your own force? How does that go? What does that look like? What does it appear to be?
I saw some people.
It's so strange. And the reason why it's so strange is because we can't really fathom any of this or why is it taking place. As for us, hit the like button coming through the door, subscribe to the page. You know, we love all of you guys that are coming through, but we want you guys to hear this clearly from Kendrick Perkins, and then we're going to get into the grease. It's your boy KARCENO for life. This is why we do this. Telling y'all the truth. We've been exposing this dude for years, and now people are waking up. They're finally understanding what LeBron is, a maniacal, narcissistic egomaniac. And let's hear from Kendrick.
You gotta wake up and watch me on TV every day because I ain't going nowhere anytime soon.
You might not be G what you John the Baptist. I mean, which one?
No. I mean, I didn't say. I mean, anybody with comprehensive skills would have known.
Yeah, I know what you did.
My steps to Jesus. I'm just saying. But what I'm saying is this. Imagine unfollowing me on Twitter, but you still gotta wake up and watch me on TV every day because I ain't going nowhere anytime soon. That's number one. Number two, I think LeBron James got sensitive over the last couple weeks because I've been calling him out or have to speak on certain things that he may disagree with, like the firing of Darvin Ham or the coaching search for the Lakers, or even having to touch on the Bronny James situation when it comes down to dealing with the draft. At the end of the day, everyone on this television, including USA, because you and I over the last 3 years, and Molly, you can contest to this, we have been going back and forth, and name me somebody, probably other than Shannon, that has been coming on here lobbying and defending for LeBron James like I have been on the basketball side of things.
Totally true.
And a few times that I disagree with you, you get in your feelings, and you don't pick up the phone and hit me up or send me a text. And you know the disappointing part about it is that I get a call or text from Rich Paul. Bron, I've been knowing you since 1999, brother. We played AAU basketball together. We played against each other in AAU basketball. We played in the McDonald's All-American game together. We was in the same draft. Like, you have my phone number. Like, if you had a problem with anything I said, and we could have picked up the phone and had a conversation. But instead, you took to the pub. You knew the world was going to see it eventually that you unfollowed me because they have all these stalkers that have their stuff on alert that I don't know how, like, we're living in weird times. No, seriously. Ain't that crazy that you could unfollow somebody and then sends an alert to somebody to let the world know that you unfollowed them? We're living in weird times at the moment.
Listen, I didn't.
And look, I'm telling the whole world right then and there. The Darvin Ham firing and everything, I'm telling you, bro, the Kendricks are coming back, baby. Kendrick Lamar's out here doing his thing. Kendrick Perkins that got motivated seeing a Kendrick go out there and do his thing. Now he's like, look, I'm going to battle LeBron. Now we got the Kendrick LeBron battle. I'm telling you, the Drakes, the LeBrons, all the frauds are falling down. And man, I guess Cat Williams was right. 2024 gonna be the year of the truth. Cause Kendrick Perkins is out here wilding, everybody wilding. And I love it. I love it. Cause all these fakes and frauds that y'all thought was super special, now you find out there's artificial and it's plain. As plain as white bread. Oh, I love this. This is only working better for me. Because the more this goes on, the more it proves me right. Because now this is a former best friend of his. Close friend of Brian saying all this stuff. He know he got Darvin Ham fired. Come on now. LeBron ain't got nothing to do with no coaching decisions. He don't even like to be involved. Please. Seriously? Right. You can't pour that over me. And you could try to fool the masses because you're on ESPN saying such crazy things and got people on there agreeing and going along with that nonsense. That ain't going to work with us, bro. That don't work here. You understand what I'm saying? So, with that being said, we're out. Not. Get ready for the show! I want to see the show! I want to see the show! Woo! Party time! Excellent! Right here, where all the media outlets, TV personalities, hot takes that talk so much. Ooh. Do you see that? LeBron was getting off, wasn't he? Hot takes that talk so much about Joel Embiid, about missing those games when he knew what he was dealing with. Now he's out with an injury because of it. Not one person has went back on TV with a dumbass podcast and apologized to that man. No accountability. Trash, trash, trash. He put up 3 buckets, meaning 3 different people that he was responding to. So LeBron was already indicating he was upset with how they was talking about Joel Embiid and his knee injury and how they were giving horrible takes when it came to his injury. And he didn't like it. And he came back, tried to give it a go, Joel Embiid, and he couldn't go on this knee because he knew what he was dealing with. And then he's injured. Now, these are the same people who went ahead and did this, and LeBron was livid. But when they were crucifying Kawhi Leonard, calling him the worst superstar in the world, LeBron didn't say nothing. Knowing what Kawhi Leonard is dealing with. Kawhi Leonard's been dealing with chronic knee injuries, and he has had meniscus tear, MCL injuries, and hasn't finished in the playoffs each season. Even this year, he couldn't even finish the playoffs because of his knees. So this tells you what? Tells you you're very selective in your targets. So you're going after Kendrick Perkins. We get it. You don't like this comment. Now, Kendrick Perkins has got his money. He's got his extension. So LeBron couldn't fire him. But LeBron did something else. Allegedly. Okay? LeBron James didn't like the way he was being classified after losing to the Denver Nuggets in a sweep the year prior. He was not happy with the way he was covered. And it led to other problems. Now, if you look at what Kendrick Perkins had to say regarding this situation, Kendrick Perkins was basically saying down the stretch, yes, Darvin Ham, substitutions, and all of these things, but LeBron just couldn't get it going down the stretch. He kind of held LeBron responsible. But then when that statement was made, Kendrick Perkins doubled down. Yesterday was the players blaming Embiid injury on the 65-game rule. Today it's the media getting the blame. Which one is it? And we don't do subliminals. So now, they was best friends. LeBron used to come out and hug him before a game and everything, dap him up. Now, Perk isn't allowed to do these games. All of a sudden, when they do the NBA countdown, they don't bring Kendrick Perkins over there. When they were doing the Western Conference Finals, he wasn't there. They didn't have Big Perk out there. That was unusual. So, it's quite unusual because he always appears on the countdown show every now and then, but when they were doing the Western Conference Finals, you really didn't see Perk that much. Now, what's leading up to it was his coverage of Bronny James. This is what really got him infuriated. First, his response back to LeBron and adding LeBron was like, whoa, that was disrespectful. Rich Paul didn't like that. The fact that Kendrick Perkins decided to take, with the infinite wisdom of his, to take another swipe at him for failing the Los Angeles Lakers. And then after receiving a couple of text messages back and forth with Rich Paul, and they're basically saying he's ungrateful because LeBron James got you the job on ESPN. You would never be on ESPN if it wasn't for LeBron James vouching and getting you on there. You didn't get that on your own accord. So they was like, did you forget when you was in the G League with bad knees on a team riding away, LeBron James called you up so you can get one more finals run with him and get an active paycheck? LeBron James did that for you? And you go on national TV and talk dirt and throw dirt on his name? See, Kendrick Perkins has forgotten the script. And Big Perk ain't telling y'all the full reason why he doing what he doing. Big Perk is doing what he doing because he knows. He already knows. Look, I'm mad because one, y'all don't include me in none of this stuff with this podcast show. Man, y'all got podcasts and everything, and y'all don't invite me on nothing. Y'all always just leave me out of it. But you gonna take JJ, you done took Richard Jefferson, who my boy, and I'm cool with them, but man, you act like something wrong with me. So, okay, you ain't got no love for Big Perk, then fine. I don't need it. You know, I'm going to do me, y'all do you. And I'm just going to call it down the line now. So all this, for the past 3 years, he's been taking up for LeBron at every situation. Now he's did a complete 180. Now Perk's takes are perfect. He's coming out. He apologized to Kyrie Irving. He took shots at Bronny.
And everybody else shining the light on Bronny because it's other players that are that deserve our attention, right? The lottery guys, the guys that are actually that are going to get drafted in the first round. Like, we're talking about a guy, a young man that's possibly going to go late second round or not getting drafted at all. I've never, in my 4 years of working here, I've never sat on the table where we're talking about a second round pick.
But this is LeBron James' son, and that is a legitimate storyline that one of the greatest of all times has a son trying to play in the NBA
and you
at
have
the
to
same
give
time.
Bronny credit for actually trying to say the right things, showing up in the right places, and at the end of the day.
And by the way, I like seeing LeBron in the stands as a proud dad. I like that. That's a great example of fatherhood.
The number one scorer in NBA.
What does that have to do with his son being at the draft
Scottie Pippen's kid was playing on the Lakers.
But we didn't shine the light on Scottie Pippen's son like this. We can't move the goalposts and feel like we go do it when it's convenient. For us.
When we say Nepo baby, that means that you have the same career, parents to child. And so for those
somebody's a Hollywood producer, their son or daughter gets a job.
But if he has the same dreams and he does get a little bit of the benefit of the doubt. But can we talk about this, y'all? This is a guy who's given his life to the game, LeBron James. And if the byproduct is that Bronny gets a little bit of a nod,
maybe there is though.
Maybe that's okay.
Because right now LeBron is still at the peak of his game where he has the leverage to maybe get the Lakers to draft his son.
And guess what? Maybe the team.
Do you want it that way?
I wouldn't. However, if it's got to be done, that's the only way. That's the only way.
Look on Strong Neck. See, Strong Neck, they went over there and she's trying to right now over talk Kendrick Perkins. The whole thing is let's over talk Kendrick Perkins. Let's let him sound insane. And we ain't gonna even respond to what he's saying. And every time he tries to make a statement, they shut him down and they don't stop talking. They talking like he's not in the room because he's going against what this agenda is to promote Bronny. And he brought up a point that other people are going to be, why y'all talking about this dude who might not get drafted until the late second round if he get drafted at all? Like, we don't see nothing here.
I want Bronny to be successful.
I think all of us do.
But I'm also being a realist here.
Yeah.
Now, Bron don't realize because he don't really care. But Bron don't realize he has not invited Kendrick Perkins or his wife to anything. They don't include Kendrick Perkins in nothing. But Richard Jefferson can get something. Draymond can get something when he see Dre. Tristan Thompson can get something. And get stuff done. They got people helping them around the board. No help, no support from LeBron when it comes to big Kendrick Perkins. Richard Jefferson has had him and JJ on there. And JJ's cool with him because he worked with him sometimes, but he don't really deal with Perk. He deal with more with Richard Jefferson. So JJ brings on Richard Jefferson, RJ, to their partnership deal. And this is pissing Kendrick Perkins off. He didn't sacrifice friendships like with Russell Westbrook, Kevin Durant. He didn't sacrifice all that with this. Caping for you. Now, all the Bron glazing has gotten you since he put you up there and he wanted you to glaze for him is you got yourself ostracized. And Russ really looked up to you. Like he thought you was a real brother. Now you lost that relationship and you want to try to get that back. And you sacrificed it all for this bum from Akron. Everything I've said about LeBron has been absolutely true. Nothing false. Y'all just say, oh, you're hating on LeBron. Now y'all all see. Every year, every time I talk about this bum, it's about what he did. But the final straw happened when he saw the podcast show and he started talking about his praise for Kyrie Irving and all these things. Right. They gave him Jalen Rose's position. He was supposed to get that position. And for a while, he had it during the Western Conference Finals. But he didn't no more. Now, they had LeBron talking about Kyrie and how, oh my God, I would love, and I miss playing with him. I'm so mad that he's not my running mate anymore. And then Perk come right out and shuts that down. Big Perk comes in and shuts that down. This got him completely unfollowed by LeBron. As once again, he's trying to do something to sell his show.
Here we go again. Bron weaseling his way into somebody else's moment. Like, let somebody else, this is not about you. Your team is at home. This is about the Mavs and the Celtics.
At this time, he's already received this message by Rich Paul. He's already pissed off at LeBron. LeBron hasn't responded to any of Kendrick Perkins' text messages. He has not responded to anything Kendrick Perkins has said to him. Period. Rich Paul is the only one that he has spoken to and would speak to him. LeBron does not speak to Kendrick Perkins anymore. And that was way back when. So he has not publicly directly spoken to Kendrick Perkins. Rich Paul was the only one, and Rich Paul called him. So when Rich Paul's talking to him, that's how LeBron felt. And he said, Bron could contact me himself. He was like, man, Bron ain't finna talk to you. So he already know that Bron ain't talking to him. So Kendrick is mad. Kendrick is like, you know what, forget y'all. So when he go on the air, oh, it's personal. This is personal. What, man, Big Perk been made this personal.
Go again. Bron weaseling his way into somebody else's moment. Like, let somebody else, this is not about you. Your team is at home. This is about the Mavs and the Celtics. But yet you're so mad and disappointed that you're not Kyrie Irving running mate no more. Here we go again.
That's a different story.
And so after WNBA, and I'm looking at WNBA, and I'm looking at guys like.
So if you look at Big Perk, like he was talking about this Caitlin Clark situation. Every time LeBron opens his mouth and says something, Kendrick Perkins has to respond to it. But they make it a topic because every time they bring it up to try to highlight LeBron, Perk comes in and takes a big dump on him on national television. And LeBron's getting sick of it. Now, Kendrick Perkins, you got to be careful. Don't bite the hand that employs you. Because LeBron James is their little agenda boy. They want to promote him and use his name, and he's going to be talking to all your bosses about getting you fired. And you already said, I'm still here. I ain't going nowhere. Until Brian finds a way to get you up out of there. Oh, he gonna find a way. Because he knows what you want. He wants you want one of those podcast shows and all that and help set up and develop your show. But they ain't gonna do that for you. Brian only staying close to his friends that highlight him. Now, man, stretch. Oh, it's bottled up here. Now, everything that Perk said about LeBron has been true. Their friendship, everything. They go back all these years. And now with all this on the line, Bron that came at him sideways, Perk is done. And I don't really blame him. I mean, could you blame him? Look at what he had to go through. You dealing with a narcissist here. You dealing with a psychopath. This man ain't got no compassion for nobody but himself. He ain't worried about you, ain't thinking about you. So what you supposed to do in that situation? I ain't mad at you, Big Perk. Stand up and fight. Don't worry, I'm going to always keep fighting the good fight.